Alright everyone, welcome to Kathy Rain 2, the Soothsayer. No, not the Soothsayer, just Soothsayer? I don't know, it doesn't matter. Anyways, I played the next chapter before, and apparently my updated recording device now has two similar buttons. One is for recording and one is for virtual recording, and they both they're in the same, like the virtual recording button is so close. It's new. I've never seen it before, and I clicked on that thinking I was recording for the entire hour and a half, and I didn't, so here we are. Anyways, back to Kathy Rain, playing everything again. You have the advantage that now I know a little bit more and will be faster, and I can even cover more ground, so that's nice.
Looking for something to pounce on? Oh, I bet.
I love Mildred. She's so cute. That cute little meow, you know, not the loud one. I do like the loud ones, but the cute little ones are also nice. But yeah, so sorry if not everything will be like, oh, what? You know, because I've been there, done that. But still, you know, I'll tell you when we've reached the point where I, you know, stopped. Look at this. That's a suit, eh? That's... what a cliche. Did they really wear this, drug dealers? At some... like, is that really... I don't know.
I better hope I don't get desperate enough for one of these predatory loans. Rockports and other cheap brands. I'm certainly not going to waste my precious relapse on shitty smokes like that.
Yeah, I get that.
Looks like a seedy place. Pawn shops like this tend to be involved in all kinds of shady business. You know, you're really downtown when the amount of neon approaches seizure-inducing levels. It's closed. Not that I have much left to pawn. Fast cash, huh? Guess I could use some of that.
Is that it? Yep. Alright, Lionel. Tell me about the drug.
Hey, what's up, Lionel?
Hey, girlfriend. You here for the white stuff?
Not this time, buddy.
Oh, you broke?
Well, I am, but that's not...
You just broke. Well, I ain't giving you a tab. I'd never see my money back. No offense.
I don't want a fucking coke tab, Lionel. I just had some questions.
Oh, what's with the hostility, girl? There's no reason to be unsavory among friends.
Sorry, rough day. Can I run something by you?
Go on, then. I suppose I got some time to spare.
Look. I'm a white woman from Germany, but it makes me a little bit uncomfortable that this is the second time I play a point-and-click adventure game, and the drug dealer is a black man. Just saying. You know, you can disagree, it's totally fine, but I don't like it. Alright. Let's go, Lionel.
Do you know Pyre?
Oh, yeah. Strong trip, they say. I'd love to get my hands on some of that.
Hard to come by, I take it?
No doubt. I never got so much as a whiff of the stuff.
Oh, really? Who's slinging?
No one I know. Sketchy motherfuckers, though, whoever they are.
How so?
Well, for one, you won't find them on the corner like us, regular hard-working candy men.
Yeah. You're all salt of the earth. How do they conduct business, then?
Well, they pretty much don't.
I'm not following.
Well, join the club, 'cause it's some real candid camera shit. Every now and then, one of them dope fiends starts yapping on about some creepy fucker giving them Pyre, and it's always on the house. Trying to run an honest pusher out of business.
Some kind of obtuse marketing tactic?
If it is, those people sure as hell ain't capitalizing on it.
Some half-assed DEA honeypot operation, then?
No way. The feds don't give a fuck about Kassidy, trust me.
Who are these fiends, then? Got any names?
Nah, I don't ask for names. And the junkie clientele all look the same to me, no offense.
Haha. So you don't know anyone who could get Pyre? Some drug dealer you are.
No, I didn't say that. There is this one person who just might be able to pull it off.
Yeah?
A friend of the boss. Ultra-wealthy connoisseur. Tries everything once, apparently. Rich. I mean old money rich. Deeply connected.
Quite the sales pitch. Are you gonna give me a name or just leave a girl hanging in suspense?
Now. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Surely a gumshoe such as yourself is well aware that information is a commodity.
I told you, I'm fucking broke, Lionel.
And I ain't deaf. We're talking a simple exchange. If you find out who's slinging Pyre, you send the Love Lion a word.
Deal. Load a guy's name, please.
It ain't a guy, strictly speaking. It's one of those, transsexual types. Prefers to go by the name Hannah Verdue.
Verdue? That rings a bell. Some French family, right? Mine owners?
You tell me. Sounds about right.
So what do you know about Hannah Verdue?
Not much, but I know she owns and runs a place on the south side. The Club of Hearts.
Catchy name. Casino?
Poetry club, if you can believe that.
I can. Sure sounds like an appropriate waste of money for a Verdue.
Yeah, I suppose those motherfuckers ran out of rooms to put golden bathtubs in.
Either that or mammoth wool rug suddenly went out of style.
Alright. I like that he gendered her correctly. Good on you, Lionel.
So that poetry club. Do you know where it is?
South side, that's all I know. Never patronized myself.
Alright.
What's your take on the Soothsayer?
That creepy motherfucker got the whole town on edge, don't he? Funny how City Hall didn't give a damn until one of those celebrity types got killed. Embarrassing look for the city, huh? I suppose it was just a matter of time until Kassidy got our own Ted Bundy. Place like this, with no hope, breeding ground for psychos.
Nah, you got them everywhere. Doesn't matter.
What do you know about Debra Sinclair, the latest Soothsayer victim?
Look, I don't know nothing about those murders, victims, whatever. Don't bring that shit up with me.
I like that the game tells you, don't even bother. You don't have to, ask about this.
What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Nothing. What is that? Some new age shit?
Oh, never mind. Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
You ain't serious, right? Do you remember who you talking to?
Oh, forget it then.
It's kind of hilarious. I mean, the amount of drug dealers, probably like mobsters, who go to Catholic church, it's not a contradiction.
Are you familiar with the Azure Sky Motel?
Nah, haven't heard of the place.
All right, I think.
I don't need to ask him about.
Yeah. All right.
That's it. Later, Lionel.
Until next time, hot stuff.
Bye. It's a cool suit, but still weird, cliched characterization. All right, look up club at office. Phone book.
All right, found an address. They're not open until Friday night, though. Guess I'll have to wait a couple of days. Ooh, I'm beat. You want to hit the sack, girl? Come on, then.
So cute. Look at them. Oh.
So, there's something I need to tell you.
Yeah, I know, kid. Time to move on, huh?
Yeah. Is it that obvious?
I wouldn't be much of a PI if I couldn't see the writing on the wall for this one. It was nice having you around, though, kid. You spruced up the place, I gotta say.
Well, don't get lazy without me. I'm sure you still have a couple of years of detective work left in you.
Oh, that's all I need. Just a couple of more cases. Then I'm riding off into the sunset.
What's going on, Lucas?
What do you mean? Something wrong with my vacation outfit?
He looks bad.
I've always been a sun-kissed kind of guy.
Doesn't look sun-kissed. So is he in danger? Is that a foreboding dream?
Okay, Kathy. Enough loitering. Time to get back out there. You've got places to be. Nah, I'll let her sleep.
Okay. She looks so cute. Alright. Cats to do a lot. Huh?
Let's see here.
This is Orson Taylor. I only have one thing to say to you. Eat shit and die. Yeah, you heard me. I'm sick of being harassed by vultures like you. Stay the hell away from me and my family.
Yeah, I get it, bud. No need to be an asshole. Let's see what this other message says.
Hey, Josh here. Busy day today, but I'll swing by your office tonight after my shift. All right? See you later.
That's better. Hopefully he can give me some insight on Pyre. Alright, that's it for messages.
She's such an asshole. I mean, that's a grieving widower, the Orson guy, with a kid, you know, and she's a vulture. Why is she not getting it and has to call him an asshole? She's the asshole. I mean, she's not doing it to help him. She's doing it to help herself. Like, rise me up. Like, that's the point where I'm like, she's really a dick, you know. She's not really a nice person.
What's this? Pyre is the key. T. Damn. This T knows what I'm up to. The question is, are they friend or foe?
Sorry, I'm a little bit tired because I've already played everything. And it's a little bit in the evening. But yeah, what's annoying to me is like, I mean, can't you understand that he's angry? I would understand it. I would feel bad about it. I would even feel bad having called him. But yeah, she's Kathy. I'm not, so I guess. Alright, next up, Constance Hill, where we found the Jane Doe. She was the burn victim, where no one knows who she is. And I still have my theory that she might be someone who was so much related.
Here we are, Constance Hill. This better be worth the trip.
To the killer that they had to burn her.
Oh, neat. I can see my office building from here.
Cool.
What do you know? Nothing but grime. The city of Gleam in all its glory. Nothing but some rudimentary makeshift seating.
Oh, it's a fire pit.
A fire pit for grilling food, but there's nothing but ashes inside.
I thought it was a well the first time I played this.
Well, it ain't city concrete if it isn't covered in spray paint.
Yep.
Looks like this place was a party spot.
Hey!
Whoa. Jesus.
You're not supposed to be here!
It's a free country, nut job. Step off before you get hurt.
Your face is all wrong! Take it off!
Nope. Wrong one. There you go.
Christ. Kassidy junkies never disappoint.
Alright,
This must be
anyways.
it. This is where they found Jane Doe. No obvious clues. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but I guess there isn't much to find in this place. I'm not getting near that nutcase again.
Yeah, just, you know. You never know. Catmobile. Okay. By the way, her bike sounds like it stinks a lot. Like it leaves a stink trail, you know, for at least 5 to 10 minutes after she, you know, went by. Next up, Bear Creek Debra. And we didn't see much more because I got stuck here. There was a puzzle that I really got stuck in. It's really nice, right? I would like to live there.
Howdy!
Oh, hi!
Hey there, buddy.
Welcome, visitor. You may place your tribute to our lost legend, Debra Sinclair, on this rock. To your right.
Oh. Great. I'll get on with that in a minute. Who are you?
Name's Randy Mulkins, president of the one and only SSS.
SSS?
Sinclair Saga Squad, of course. From whence do you hail, fair lady?
Oh, I live over in the city. Kassidy.
Ha! I mean, which fan club do you belong to?
Oh,
Okay, for the first time I chose Dazzling Debbie's chapter chases because I thought it was so funny. Sinclair Aficionado Supreme is not really my thing. Deb's Dynamic Devotees, Sinclair Chronicle Society, Debbie's Literary Gang. I don't know, I love Dazzling Debbie's chapter chases. It is so funny. I'll take
Dazzling
this.
Debbie's Chapter Chasers.
I mean,
of course.
It's amazing.
Never heard of it. It must be local.
Yep. Yes, quite local. I'm Kathy, by the way. Kathy Rain.
Oh, that's a lovely name. It sounds like a character in a book.
Well, I certainly have days when I wish I was made up.
Whoa, that's deep.
It's not.
Huh. Do you mind if I ask you a few things?
Always happy to talk to a fellow fan.
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
Only that he took a legendary author away from us.
So, let's talk about Debra.
My favorite topic. Don't mind if we do.
Do you know if Debra was writing a new book when she died?
Oh, yes. Years in the making. Enshrouded in mystery. Now we'll never get to read it.
Do you know what it was about?
I wish, but no. Deb was tight-lipped about that one. All she stated publicly is that it wasn't a sequel.
I think she wrote something that alluded to the killer. Maybe about her past, maybe she's linked to the killer in some way. I don't know. Probably.
So, her death. Do you know what happened?
Well, I follow the news like everybody else. I didn't think much of the killings. These things happen. But never in a million years would I expect poor Deb to become a victim.
So, do you know the sequence of events exactly?
Supposedly, some maniac came out here and stabbed her. Right in this cabin. No sign of a forced entry. So either the door was open, or she let him in.
Any idea of who would want to do that to her? Did she have any enemies?
No. Everybody loved Debbie. Whoever did this is a twisted, sick person.
We still have to consider the possibility that it was, you know, one of us.
A fan? No way. I refuse to believe that.
I do.
Well, what about the fact that one of the victims was killed on the anniversary of Storm Chaser?
Yeah, that's an odd one. Not sure what to think, but in the end, only the killer knows why he chose that date.
Would anyone benefit from her death then? Some relative who would get the book royalties, maybe?
She had no close relatives, so I'm not sure who would be next in line. I'd be surprised if she had no written will, though. I bet most of that money will go to charity, benefiting Native Americans.
Why wouldn't a fan do this? I mean, there's plenty of horrible stories about weird fans. Especially now with social media, you get to know how weird they can get.
Have you ever met Debra in person?
Oh, for sure. A bunch of times. Only briefly, though. At fan gatherings, book signings, and things like that.
What's your favorite Debra Sinclair book?
Oh, man. That depends on my mood. But I generally have a weak spot for her early experimental work, like Evermore and The Guidance.
The guys. Alright.
Do you know anything about scrying mirrors?
Not really. I just heard that they were connected to the murders.
Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
No siree. I'm a Buddhist.
Have you heard of the Azure Sky Motel?
Azure Sky. Azure Sky. Nope.
Do you know anything about Rose Taylor, the first victim of the Soothsayer?
Oh, I don't know anything about those other victims. Sorry.
Alright. Yeah. Oh, I love this. I love that it's automatically...
Have you heard of a drug called pyre?
Nope. Never heard of that.
I believe that.
Do you know who Hannah Verdew is?
Oh, sure. She's a leading figure in the Kassidy poetry scene. I always try to drop by the Club of Hearts when I'm in town.
Ah, I see. Have you met her?
An average guy like me? I wish. I've seen her from a distance in her club, but that's about it.
Can't wait to meet her. She sounds pretty alluring.
What's your opinion on the Club of Hearts?
Only that I love the place.
Alright.
I don't want to ask him about that. I don't want to ask. I wonder if there's still any of Debra's mail in there.
I doubt it. If there was, the cops must have taken it.
So it would be pretty interesting to have a look inside the cabin, huh?
Oh, I have definitely entertained the thought. Who wouldn't want a closer look inside the famous cabin of Debra Sinclair?
So why not? There's no one else here. I won't tell if you won't.
That's so? I'm not sure your intentions are pure. Maybe if I knew you were a true fan of Debra Sinclair.
Oh, but I am. I told you. I'm a longtime member of Dazzling Debbie's Chapter Chasers. You know, the old DDCC.
Uh-huh. Then I guess you wouldn't mind answering a few questions about our favorite author. Now, would ya?
Yeah, sure.
Of course not. That would be easy peasy for an avid fan like me.
I'm glad. Let me just dig out this old beaut for you then. Behold, the official SSS membership application form.
A written quiz? Are you fucking serious?
You chicken. Yeah, I figured you were just a poser.
Oh, shut up and give me that thing.
There you are. Let me know when you're ready to hand it in.
Yeah. That's a nice little shrine you've set up here.
Isn't it? People have come from all over the country to send Debra off.
So, how long have you been parked here?
Let me think. 10 days-ish?
Holy well, That's some dedication, buddy.
Hey, thanks.
I see you brought drinks.
Yep, perfect weather for some iced tea.
That's a nice flower pot over there.
Oh, yes. Debra adored those.
I don't want to ask him about that.
All right, I think we're done with him.
I'll let you get back to your reading.
Don't be a stranger.
I guess I need to read up on Debra. There's probably some useful information at the library. A healthy lavender plant. Smells nice. Those must create some cozy ambiance at night. Shoot, the cops didn't leave the door open. Just my luck, huh?
Well, we do have lockpicks.
Ugh, just as I feared. An old cabin like this doesn't have a tumbler lock. Maybe Randy has some idea on how to get this open? It's got a lock on it. Guess Debra didn't want people snooping through her mail.
Okay. Sorry, I spoiled you a little bit there.
Hey, what the heck do you think you're doing?
Don't be mean. I just removed some cobwebs. Surely we want Deb's mailbox to look presentable. Or nothing, I was just admiring the craftsmanship of this mailbox. Don't get your panties in a twist. I'm just picking this lock so I can steal Debra's mail. No, let's go with the cobwebs.
I just removed some cobwebs. Surely we want Deb's mailbox to look presentable.
Oh, God. You got the spider, though, right? It's dead?
No!
Sure. I squished it good.
No!
Whew.
In this household, we don't kill any innocent spiders.
I can't see much from out here. Chirp free. Must be lacking tenants at the moment.
Alright. Last but not least.
Fuel for a heater or fireplace. That little supply won't last long in the winter, but this place probably isn't set up for year-round occupancy.
Alright, so... Alright, Randy's quiz. Sinclair Saga Squad, membership application form. In between installments of the Jenny Bain series, Debra wrote 2 other books. What do those books have in common? What alternate pseudonym or pen name has Debra Sinclair occasionally used? Hint, adoptive father. Debra Coast wrote a chapter for a friend of hers in what novel? Complete Debra's famous writer's block, Remedy, gently daydreaming in a rocking hammock, surrounded by the smell of number 1, and sipping on a glass of number 2. Alright, so I know all these answers. This took me a little bit longer, but now that I see I'm already 30 minutes in, not that long actually, well, a bit long. But what we'll do the library thing, and then I will show you how to get those answers. And I can also, because we're going to the library, so I can show you why it took me very long at the beginning. Alright, so one of the things I did was ask the librarian about the quiz, because he knows a little bit about Debra.
What do you make of this?
I know for certain that Debra's adoptive father is Sebastian Willis Sinclair. I'm not sure how that relates to some kind of pseudonym, however. I can't shed much light on the other queries, but the computer at the end of the hall might be useful.
Got it. Thanks.
Alright. So then I went to the computer. I asked him a couple of other questions as well, but that he already had told me. Also, I noticed they actually exchanged the people in the library. That is so cool. I really love this. I tried to microfilm stuff, but you can't. So you really just have to use the computer. So, what did I do? I put in Sebastian Willis Sinclair. And then you get one book, Saltpeter, 1963. At the end of World War II, Captain Alice Harrow is sent to oversee Saltpeter Works, a remote munitions factory in the Scottish Highlands. Amid tense murmurs of sabotage and growing mistrust among the workers, a deadly explosion exposes a conspiracy that threatens not only the factory but the entire Allied war effort. Saltpeter is an atmospheric thriller exploring loyalty, betrayal, and the price of survival in a world at war. Super boring. I would never read it. This is totally not what I would read. But here's the thing. So, I wrote in Sebastian Willis Sinclair. Then I wrote Sebastian Willis. Then I wrote Alice Harrow. Then I wrote Peter Salt from Saltpeter. Then I wrote Debra Saltpeter. And all of that did nothing. But we also listened to him. Yes, I did not do that in the first round. So he mentions, the superfan mentions these books as the experimental work. I still think there's a little bit of a reference to Stephen King, because Stephen King had the pseudonym Richard Bachman for a lot of his earlier experimental stuff. So, Debra Sinclair. That's the answer. Wait, what? No. So that's not the answer. Okay, but interesting. Hannah's dating life. Okay, so we already have that. And then, oh, the guidance is also her? Yeah. Ah, so it is under her name. But here's the answer. Beyond the Sunset. I think I tried every single combination. Except, the weird thing, I thought I tried Willis. Oh, I can't believe this. This actually gives... So I guess I didn't. Okay, D. Willis. In the rugged Wild West, Clara Morgan, a fiercely independent woman with troubled history, seeks refuge in a remote small town. There, she crosses paths with Jake Turner, a brooding and enigmatic gunslinger with a haunted past of his own. Drawn together by a shared desire for freedom, the two embark on a perilous adventure, discovering a love that transcends the wild frontier. Okay, so Debra Willis is one of the answers. So let's get this out. Debra Willis. And then we have here Smell of Lavender, because we already know that. And then we can watch, look at the computer for the two books she wrote between the Jenny Payne series, which is 1985 until 1993. So this one, Afflicted, and Storm Chaser. So it's Native Americans. So write that in. I got that. This was the first one I got. So the Lavender and this, I got stuck with this alternative pseudonym. Then the ghostwriting of a chapter. That actually, I was pretty good with that. Because, obviously, she also wrote Unbound, her autobiography, with a longtime friend and colleague, Stephen Collins. So I was like, if she ghostwrites for someone, it's probably a friend. So let's look up Stephen Collins. And then we got The Mauve Affair. Stephen Collins' award-winning depiction of a botched bank robbery told by a group of unreliable narrators. In this captivating story about a bank robber, a nurse held hostage, a journalist, and a hostage negotiator, Collins masterfully weaves his twists and turns, always keeping the reader at the edge of their seat. Though never officially confirmed, The Mauve Affair has been rumored to contain ghost-written chapters by several other authors. So, The Mauve Affair. Sorry for always doing this, but I thought this is a cool little thing to just do it. And then we have the last one, all right, and that you can't find in the computer. I'm just showing this to you to see, you know, how the quiz is designed, but also in case you watch it to find out. So we have all those newspaper articles, and here she's sitting with a signature Yaupon tea. That took me a little bit, but I got it eventually because I wrote wine, because that's always the answer. So we got Yaupon tea, and there we go. Should be, unless I have a typo in there, but we'll find that out. And now I can go. What I initially did, I went back and forth between Deborah's cabin and the library 1,000 times. Because, yeah, I tried all the pseudonyms except Debra Willis for some reason. I don't know why. Sometimes your brain, you know, is just weird. I was overthinking it. Alright, let's go back to her. And now, let's see if I got it right.
Here, I finished your stupid quiz.
I'll be damned.
Told ya. Now are we gonna crack this mailbox or not?
All right, go ahead. I'll keep a lookout. You better share your findings, though.
Yeah. Ugh, nothing but a stupid brochure inside. What a letdown.
Bear Creek National Park. Meet your neighborhood rangers. Rob, Vic, Chief Walker, Eduardo, and Mike. See us in the wild. Don't be wild. We're here to help you. Enjoy Bear Creek.
These are the local rangers, huh? Probably not worth trying to question any of them right now. They're as likely to be tight-lipped about Debra as the cops. I'll keep the brochure, though. Might be relevant later.
So my theory was that one of them at least is involved in shenanigans. We'll see. Can I hand this to you, Randy? Maybe you can tell me something about it?
Debra's mailbox only had this stupid thing in it. Womp womp.
Oh, yeah, that's a bummer. They probably put those in every mailbox in these parts.
Oh, wait.
Hey, Randy?
Yep.
So it would be pretty interesting to have a look inside the cabin, huh?
Oh, I have definitely entertained the...
So why not?
Well, a spare key could be around here somewhere.
Yeah, any idea of where Debbie could have put it?
You know, this makes me think of Thorns of the Wild. When Johnny was trying to enter Miss Goodman's house, the key wasn't just put in a flower pot, it was buried in the dirt.
Well, it can't hurt to try.
I mean, how unsmart do you have to be?
I'll let you get back to your reading.
Don't be a...
As an author, you know, if you have, like, why would you put where you have your keys in your book where weird fans can read it? Also, if you click on the flower pot before, she will not do anything, even
Moment
though
of truth.
it's so logical. So,
Score.
she needs this weird conversation because in my first try, you know, I clicked on this 3 times and she just commented on the lovely lavender, which drove me crazy. And then she was like, oh, it's in the flower pot. And I was like, yeah, duh. All right, let's go. Ooh.
Nothing out of the ordinary except the obvious lack of kitchen knives. Guess the cops followed procedure on that one. Just some old, dusty decorations. I suppose the police didn't want to bother with bagging all of that. I can't even see my reflection. The mirror is all smudged with fingerprint powder. I can see marks in the dust on the lower shelf, so the police probably took some items from here. If that was Debra's, it would have been taken, so I guess one of Kassidy's finest had a severe case of the munchies. Way too clean of a workspace. The cops must have taken everything. Even a die-hard city gal like me can't deny that view.
Yeah, it must be amazing. But a lot of spiders and other insects, I think.
Looks like forensics left a little pile of fingerprint powder here.
So this actually didn't take me that long, a little bit proud of that, but because we have the makeup brush and it was like, oh, fingerprint powder, so...
Alright, I've got plenty of powder on the brush now.
But what you can't do is, like, all the surfaces are already brushed, so no need. I tried it all out.
An author with a book collection. What a shocker. Nice little fireplace. This cabin might be quite cozy if it wasn't for the, you know, bloodbath. I can see tea stains from 2 cups on this table. Did Debra have a drink with her killer?
She's a slow one, isn't she? I mean, already that it wasn't broken in, and that I think it also said in the newspaper article about Debra's death that she didn't look like she had wounds that implicated that she was fighting, struggling, so she must have known the person, the assailant.
Holy shit. I feel for you, Deborah. She was clearly stabbed when sitting here. The killer must have been showered in blood. In a remote place like this, I guess they had plenty of time to clean up and escape.
Yeah, but how and where? I don't know if this is blood on the carpet. Because otherwise you don't see any footprints or anything outside of the sofa. So this shiny object, I missed that for, I don't know, a couple of minutes, not longer. But yeah, this is it. There we go.
There's something shiny stuck here between the floorboards. Gah. Can't pry it with my bare fingers. Whoa. It's an obsidian shard. This must be from the mirror left at the murder scene. Wow. There's an actual print. All right, gotta be careful. There we go. Nice, clean print. I'll grab the shard, too.
Oh, good day, officer.
Mr. Mulkins, the forensic seals have been broken. Are you responsible?
Me? Of course not. Look at me. Do you think I could even manage those stairs?
I will investigate. Don't go anywhere.
As if I'd get far. This thing ain't got a rocket engine strapped on the back, you know?
Ever the quipster, Mr. Mulkins.
Alright, this took me...
Shit! I can't let him come in here and find me.
This took me very long, but it's actually an easy thing. Okay. First do this. And then hide behind the sofa. I got caught like 5 times. It was a bit hilarious. Because I only hid behind the sofa, but then he can come into the cabin and then he obviously sees you when he turns around. And then I thought, oh, I can close the door, but if you stand close to the door and still stay close to the door, he'll see you, obviously, through the window.
Phew. That was close.
But it was a fun little thing. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really, it's kind of cool that they have these little, also with the drug, you know, person at this one place, where you have to think a little bit quicker, not very quick, and also you can repeat it 1,000 times, but you know, where you have to be like, oh, what now, you know?
The door's locked.
Oh yeah, that's also, so.
I should look for clues about Deborah's murder, both inside and around her cabin.
I mean, don't we already have everything we need?
Better lock this up.
Close one, huh, Kathy?
Yeah. Sure was. Thanks for the assist, Randy. You're the man.
Ah, shucks. Couldn't let a fellow fan get in trouble.
Alright. Yay! Alright, thank you very much, Randy. We'll head out. I think I will actually stop recording now, because... So what do we have left? Verdon Street, the Gazette. No, we've already been there. King of Kings, downtown. But that's where Lionel was. Midas Trainer, couple cards. Yeah. No, I think we're made way, you know, 2 places. 45 minutes should be also approximately the same for you, the length. I hope that's fine. Again, I already played over an hour before. Enjoying the scenery, Redux. Lost track of time on the road again. Nice little achievement. Okay, I get random achievements just by bumbling around. I like that. I like getting achievements just because, yeah, you do something silly. yeah, I really enjoy this. What I really like, it took me a while the first time around, and I hope this time I recorded properly. Recording issues are the worst. But I like that you actually do proper research. Like with the quiz, you know, there were different sources where you got the information from. It wasn't just the computer, it was also like the librarian helped you, and then the newspapers, and then the talk with the superfan, and then the lavender. So there was a lot of stuff you can get this from, and that's what I really enjoy about this, that in general it's a more it really is an investigative approach, and it's not like a puzzle, you know, where you have like weird symbols and you have to fit them, or logic puzzle, you know, because it doesn't make sense in this scenario. No, the puzzles are pretty much, you know, finding the right things to make people do something, or solving certain, you know, research tasks. So that I really enjoyed it because it's also fun. I personally enjoy it a lot more than having like a weird logic puzzle, you know, to do a numbers puzzle or whatever. So this is more my cup of tea, my cup of Yobun tea or whatever it was. So yeah, how did you like it? Do you have theories already? I mean, we're at the very beginning, so we don't really have that many theories right now. I think it was someone Debra knew. I think the burned victim was someone very heavily related to the serial killer and could have led everyone to the serial killer. And they were probably all connected in some way or the other. I wonder what the drug has to do with it. Maybe it's a cult where the drug is less about, you know, the drug and business with drugs, but rather opening your mind to something, you know, something weird like that. But yeah, we'll see. And also, maybe I'll skip next week because I will be outside. No, I will be off. I have a family visit, a longer one, so I will not be here at my PC. But yeah, I'll see if I can prepare something. If not, then I'm very sorry, but then we'll probably see each other in 2 weeks. Or if you watch this in a couple of months' time, you can just click to the next video. Yeah, so see you. Bye bye. Hope you have a nice day. This is my self-recorded outro song so I don't get hit with copyright claims. If you subscribe to a lot of fun tutorials, reviews, and let's play.